Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is another election of politics on the streets. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and like the notification button and turn on your notification button for updates. I'll say that again. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our video for better engagement, and please turn on your notification button on your YouTube uh, uh, notifications for more notifications of our political discourse. Yesterday, the freedom. They say is here. Freedom. Biafrans are happy. Biafrans across southeast are happy. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has approached the Supreme Court for his illegal detention in the DSS facility, and then he is very optimistic that there will be light behind the tunnel. He is very optimistic that he will come out strong and victorious, sir.
Yeah, yes. Talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader himself, a man who has defined himself over the moment, a man who controls, whose word is order, a man who is being respected globally, a man who has changed the perception of Biafra and Igbos around the world. A man who has defined himself, over the time, a man who has shown extreme love for his people. And of course, he's been freed, and let me tell you something we are going to take away from this engagement today is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a free man. He's already working freely. You can feel to that and you can understand because there must be restoration of that bill. There's no two ways about it. In Nigeria, because of Nnamdi Kanu, they are running two types of judiciary: the political court and, of course, the normal court. The normal court has granted Nnamdi Kanu bail. Then the political court, made up of the Yorubas and the Northerners, that entered a particular agreement with Tinubu and the people who did Nnamdi Kanu with front of charges. I've never seen where, after a Supreme Court judgment, then you are asking somebody else, to face a trial. So Nigeria, because of Nnamdi Kanu, are running two types of judiciary in Nigeria because of Nnamdi Kanu. They are running two types of courts because of Nnamdi Kanu. There is a political court and there is a normal court of competent jurisdiction.
Now, sir,
the court of competent jurisdiction has set Nnamdi Kanu free of any wrong. Then the political court that engaged that had the agreement before 2027 telling Tinubu that is part of the thing we are going to make you president is to make sure that you do not release Nnamdi Kanu. So that's what happened. Okay, so what Tinubu is playing with, Tinubu is trying to keep the so-called agreement we had with the Northerners not to release Nnamdi Kanu. If not, what has Nnamdi Kanu done to still keep him in DSS custody till now? And the man is telling you that this kind of condition, the court has already granted me bail, and the federal government refused to obey that agreement, that court order. And of course, when Tinubu came in, people were there expecting that, okay, I see this man has been granted bail. He just go, and that was why Nnamdi Kanu was working freely. Unfortunately, it became very clear that he entered a certain hidden agreement, secrecy agreement with the Northerners not to release Nnamdi Kanu, and that is what we have seen so far. And that was why they quickly released Igboho, then kept Nnamdi Kanu in custody till date.
But do you think that is the reason why the government assigned a new judge, a president of justice, iyanko, to handle Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial again?
It's not a matter of the judge. It's already a matter of a calculated plan, by the Northerners and the Yorubas. Tinubu was in that meeting. Then look at the whole scenario, where it was they agreed on how they intend to handle the matter of Nnamdi Kanu. Because because of the wickedness they have been looting. They don't want any obstruction. They want to make sure that they loot Nigeria dead. And that is why the Yorubas, the Yoruba political elite, and the Northern political elite are seeing Nnamdi Kanu as a major threat. And when they enter that agreement, it's one of the reasons why the Northerners gave Tinubu support, so that at the end of the day he will not release Nnamdi Kanu. But that plan, look at him. Nnamdi Kanu has gone to court. How can those a court come up and before you know it? That's why the judiciary is stupid. And then judiciary is nothing to write home about. They're not even independent. I don't know the kind of lawyers they have there now. The kind of brain, legal brain they have there as lawyers. It's quite unfortunate. They don't know their stuff. They cannot even common ordinary interpretation of the law, the judgment of the law. They cannot even do it. Look at how they are jumping up and down just because of one person.
Now that Nnamdi Kanu is now approaching the court of appeal, do you think he will be victorious this time? Will he be set free?
Biafra is about destiny. Biafra is not about Nnamdi Kanu. What Nnamdi Kanu what is behind Nnamdi Kanu, or what is after Nnamdi Kanu is Biafra. So what you are seeing there is not Nnamdi Kanu. What you are seeing there is Biafra, and Biafra is a legitimate thing to agitate for. Biafra is a legitimate thing anywhere, any place.
My question, now that Nnamdi Kanu has now approached the Supreme Court, do you think he will be set free?
Nnamdi Kanu has already been set free. What we are waiting for is that political court in Nigeria. They have two courts now in Nigeria, like I said before. We have the political court and we have the normal court, of competent jurisdiction. The political court is the one that is holding Nnamdi Kanu, and the judiciary, the court of competent jurisdiction, have granted Nnamdi Kanu bail. And then, of course, that political solution is what people are looking at. But looking at it very well, from different perspective, you will see that Nnamdi Kanu has already gone to the extent, where he's enjoying his freedom.
He's enjoying his freedom. Now, Nnamdi Kanu is now enjoying his freedom. We will always keep our finger crossed. We believe that the courts this time will honor the Supreme Court judgment for Nnamdi Kanu to be free. Finally, the leader of the IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, is free, and victory is always for the Biafra.
Okay, you can see him recently while he was still within the court section, and he was able to address the press. You can look at the voice, look at the courage, look at what he represents, look at the way he talks, he's very confident. How he was showing the whole world, what this incompetent country has done to his personality, but he has been resilient so far, and that signs are still there, that at the end of the day, what we are going to expect is Nigeria and the system that had been can never see it anywhere, any place in any part of the world.
Thank you for coming to the show.